good evening, and welcome once again to Religion Today, the program where each week we discuss religion today. I suppose it really should be called Religion This Week, but it's not. Tonight on our program, we're going to, it really should be called Religion Tonight, but it's not. Tonight on our program, we're going to be taking on one of the biggies, that nagging question: how could a loving God allow evil? We've invited a panel of experts to discuss with us tonight. Let me introduce our panel. First, we have Dr. Thaddeus Gorganis, a professor of theology at the University of Northern Southern. Stanford Nutting, former seminarian who now teaches religion at Alliance Community College. Then Reverend Dr. Wilhelmina Fritz, director of the Women's Institute at Digressa Theological Seminary. And finally, Professor Kaufman Walterhosen, chairman of the philosophy department at ETI. Let's begin with Dr. Thaddeus Gorganis. Dr. Gorganis, how could a loving God allow evil?
Well, I think it's very clear. God is not loving. That's why he allows evil.
That's it? That's your answer?
Yes.
Okay, well, so where exactly does that leave us?
I don't understand.
No, you don't. You see, if God is not loving, as in your scenario, wouldn't it at least be a good idea to make peace with God, since he's the sort of God that allows evil?
That is one theory, but it has made a lot of people very unhappy.
Well, you've made me unhappy, considering what we paid you to come on the program. Let's move along. Next we have Dr. Stanford Nutting, you're not a doctor.
I'm an adjunct.
Stan, how could a loving God allow evil?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that I really don't think we should be in the business of making dogmatic statements about God, or about anything else for that matter. Religion's not about that. It's not narrow and about defining things and being distinct. It's indistinct and blurry, you see? But I do think we could go this far. There are evil things in the world. There are no evil people, but there are bad things that happen to good people. And we're all good people, aren't we? We're all good people. We're all good people, aren't we? That's right, we are. And so if that's the case, and if you want to practice some theology, well, before I left seminary in the 70s, we did learn this much. If God allows bad things to happen to us, well, then he must be just a little weak. But that's okay. It's okay that God's weak.
So, we've got ourselves a weak God. Stan, can we worship a weak God? Wouldn't it be better just to worship evil because evil's stronger?
Well, I'd never really thought of that.
Okay, well, now you have thought about it. What do we do?
Well, we do the best we can. We do the best we can.
That's great. That's great. Our next panelist is Dr. Wilhelmina Fritz, director of the Women's Institute at Digressa Theological Seminary. Dr. Fritz, how could a loving God allow evil?
Well, first of all, I object to God being portrayed as a male.
The question was, how could a loving God allow evil? There were no male pronouns.
God is a male word.
Okay, how could a loving goddess allow evil?
First of all, that question makes no sense.
I agree. But as Stan over here says, do the best we can.
First of all, the goddess would never allow evil. Evil is simply a male construct given to a male god, which is also a male construct. The feminine sense of the divine is completely self-affirming and self-actualizing without any of the negative, invasive, patriarchal drive for illegitimate dominance. Ah,
okay, so it's just a guy thing. All right, well, let's let's move along here. Our final panelist this evening, Professor Kaufmann Walterhosen, Chairman of the Philosophy Department. Dr. Walterhosen, how could a loving God allow evil?
Clearly, it is proof that God does not exist. And furthermore, we must move beyond good and evil.
No, not Nietzsche.
Yes, Nietzsche.
No. If there is no God, where do we even get the idea of evil, since you're using evil to prove that there is no God?
As I said, we must move beyond good and evil.
But we knew about evil before having to move beyond it. In fact, we knew about good before having to move beyond it. In fact, that's a better question. Where did good come from?
We must move beyond good and evil.
And why is it that good is so good?
We must move beyond good and evil.
You know, I think you're missing the whole point of existence. In fact, I think you all are. And you know what else I think? I think you all need to read G.K. Chesterton.